What's going on, y'all? This is OBB, the Diecast news guy, bringing you all with another next-gen Diecast review provided by my good friends at Circle B Diecast. And you guys know what time it is. Make sure to use that promo code OBBYT to get $5 off with shipping on your next purchase. And it's going to be $30 more because otherwise you'll be SOL, Shotlock, and I guess you say Jolly Well Sucked. But but today's giving out a Diecast that I think it's going to be pretty appropriately timed, just like I did with the Bubba Wallace Talladega race win. But it's actually on a guy who has been pretty dominant so far this season. And I guess you can say he is back, man. Back to winning in the playoffs. This is on Chase Elliott's 2022 NAPA Auto Parts Chevrolet Camaro ZL110E4 Henry Motorsports. The most recent winner at the Talladega was the Yellowwood 500, I believe, or something like that. But let me tell you what, dude, or the Yellowwood 400. Look at me, I can't even get my miles right up. But let me tell you what, man, this is definitely a diecast. I think a lot of people had a lot of hype going in. And I'm not sure what's going on with the box. I mean, this car is not mounted on a base. So, I mean, but heck, we got the standard line of quality control. So they came and got a dang box right to get this car lined up. But heck, it is what it is. Cutting some slack right there. Because at the end of the day, it's just a box. But yeah, this diecast has been selling out pretty much everywhere, especially at my good friends at Circle B Diecast. But I got a good feeling that we're going to get a lot of this car, with all the race wins and all the different variants we got with the different sponsors on the side. So this is definitely be a paint scheme that's going to be grown to a lot of people's collections because, heck, this paint scheme is here to stay, and heck, it's been a pretty dominant paint scheme for this season, let's just say that. But without further ado, and let's go ahead and start this diecast to the official unboxing of the Chase Elliott 2022 NAPA Auto Parts Chevrolet Camaro car. And alrighty, guys, we got this diecast out of its box, and man, let me tell you what, it's just me or just these NAPA schemes have just got, I think, better throughout the years. I mean, Chase Elliott, has been driving this number 9 NAPA car for quite a while since the start of his career. And just let me tell you what, man. Well, one thing I'm not really liking though, we do got ourselves a Lionel moment right there. See that nice little paint chip right there on the front, where the front decal is for the front grille / headlight. Yeah, that's not supposed to be good right there, but heck, I could go ahead and act surprised, be like, oh my god, Lionel, what the hell's going on with your quality control? But no, my luck, that is just the standard quality control that we get, and heck, until they get their act cleaned together, which God knows when the hell that's coming. I mean, we're probably gonna see the second coming to Jesus before that ever hits. But back to what I said before I got distracted with the with the quality control moments that we got from Lionel. And look at this, we got ourselves another car with a bouncy suspension. My lord, of course you won't have this issue if you end up spending a few more extra bucks and get the metal chassis version, which I think is probably the biggest ripoff you could ever get in a NASCAR diecast for this year. Just a metal chassis, and that's all it is. I mean, heck, $15, boom, bada bing, nothing else, no rubber tires. And looks like this car might be a race version as well, because look at this, guys. Just like how the Goodyear tires have been blown out at these NASCAR Cup races, look at the Goodyear lettering on that Eagle. My lord, and you can see right there, very sloppy job we got right here on the gunmetal finish that we got. So I think this is probably the worst one I've seen. My lord, I mean, that is just a pretty sloppy job we got right there for some quality control. As you can see, that's what the rims are supposed to look like. But here, I guess Lionel didn't get the memo, or they said, hey, we ran out of paint. So, but yeah, not the biggest fan. I think that's a problem I have with these colored rims, because the paint that they use on these is very inconsistent. I mean, it's just a little flaw I've noticed. But get back to the paint scheme, guys. Let me tell you what, this paint scheme, when it's probably, I would say, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I have reviewed his A-Shot car and the Hooters car, but in terms of like the most iconic paint scheme for 2022, it's got to be this one. Is it perfect? No, but is it a lot better than what we've seen? I think it's a lot better than the Lumar car and the UniFirst car, and I would say it's even better than the Kelly Blue Blood car. I'm not a really big fan of that paint scheme. This is probably, I would say, my third favorite paint scheme, I think, along with, I think the Hooters and A-Shot car probably is my favorite. Probably the Hooters car is probably my favorites, but I know this car is pretty iconic because, it's not a NAPA car without the yellow and blue, and of course we got a lot more, we got like, it's not a cream white, it's actually, a regular white, because, don't want to have that incident like we did with the Bowman car. But I think the only thing I got to criticize about this paint scheme is that Hendrick Motorsports still does this thing with the A-pillar. That's the only thing I got to criticize, and we got ourselves a yellow splash right there. Kind of looks like a piss stain, if you know what I mean. But I do like how they added the design right here with the NAPA hexagon logo right here. They shaped it to correspond with the different logos. I think that's really cool. I mean, the blue background with the NAPA with the yellow NAPA decals look really cool. But yeah, Chase Elliott, man, has been absolutely dominant in this car. I mean, I had the privilege of, seeing his fourth win. this season at the second Atlanta race, Atlanta Super Speedway. But yeah, Chase Elliott, man. I mean, of course, as I just mentioned in his introduction, just recently won a fairly clean, probably the cleanest Talladega race we've ever seen for the playoffs. I mean, that it was still an entertaining race, guys. I mean, of course, my buddy Brian Blaney, of course, got lucked out win, but I'm pretty much used to it, guys. So I did the day of I guess you could say misfortunes continues for your boy OBB. Being a Blaney and Truex fan, oh boy, I just want the season to be over with. But we're still in the playoffs. But yeah, Chase Elliott, guys, I mean, he was able to go and scratch open another win, so that's 5 now. I mean, look how bouncy that car is, guys. Just keep your eyes on the window net, just to show you guys how unstable this car is. Good lord. And you want to say why the next gens are pretty unsafe? Maybe this is the reason why. I mean, look at this, guys. Even the diecast don't even feel safe. I mean, call this thing a sturdy piece of diecast for $10? Yeah, right. But yeah, Chase Elliott, though, as I'm showing you guys the finer details right here, has been absolutely dominant in this car, guys. He scored 5 wins already, which is probably already tied with his 2020 season championship. So, I mean, I got a feeling he's going to win a few more races, guys, because you know how Chase Elliott's been, and it's about time he finally got started getting hot in the playoffs, because these last few weeks or last month or so has been kind of hard for Chase Elliott, and he had no control over it. I mean, especially what happened at Texas, but he was able to rebound and get his 5th win at Talladega, along with Atlanta. I think what was that as well, Gateway, Nashville, and Pocono. I know I said those out of order, but every single one of those races I just mentioned, he has won in this NAPA scheme, guys. So just shows you how dominant he has been, guys. And there's a reason why I think this car is very popular, but we are getting a race version of every single diecast, especially that Atlanta one. I think the Atlanta one's probably my favorite. But look at this. We got a Vampire that took out the A post as well. Goodness gracious. And that piss stain, like I just mentioned. So yeah, standard Lionel quality control we got right there. Of course, all the other sponsors right there. I guess you could say they definitely did not know how to create a good quality diecast, if you know what I mean. But we got to the back right here, guys. I really do like the paint scheme design on this. Is really it really goes well. I think they did a good job, replicating the space of the logos on this car. On the back, you see right there, we actually do got not an all blue black, but with not all blue black. Good lord, an all blue back. I kind of got my B's mixed up right there. So I kind of like how the paint scheme still kind of continues on the back, and with the rear diffuser and the detailed spoiler. We got NAPA Auto Parts, which looks like it's a little pixelated, or what? I mean, not pixelated. And is that a paint chip that just fell off? Goodness gracious, I hope not, because that'd be quite embarrassing. But then again, I'm not surprised. And the NAPA Know-How logo looks a little crooked, but hey, is what it is. Coming out of this side here, we do got, of course, the other finer details of these 1/64 scale NASCAR diecast by Atlanta Racing. The paint quality on the rims actually look a lot better on this side compared to what I showed you right there. And there's all the nice curvatures. You guys want to see that shit? See how curvy and wide this diecast is. And there is the the bottom of the diecast if you guys want to see that. And this thing actually, okay, that is actually missing some glue right there to hold the rivet in. So hopefully this sucker doesn't come off. Yeah, that's missing a rivet. I'm kind of glad that this. Oh yeah, look at that. That explains why my diecast is actually not stable. Because look, look at that. Lionel forgot the rivet or the glue or something that holds that in place. So yeah, that's quality control right there. But now let's get on to the side-by-side comparison of the predecessor from last year, which I have to admit I was a big fan of. But let me tell you what, guys. There are some things I do like about last year's and some things I like about this year's, guys. I think last year's has a better front design. I wish they kind of would have extended more of the yellow. The yellow kind of just, extend all the way to the headlights and then cuts off. I don't know. I think that's something I would like. The NAPA logo is quite big and larger compared to the other ones. For the love of God, don't put in "that's what she said" jokes. Coming out of this side right here, but just my lord. I noticed as well that the blue is actually a lot more. It's like more of a navy blue, like an actual blue, that you see at I don't know, like your arts and crafts stores like that. That's a NAPA blue. Last year's was a little more darker, which I did not mind. But you know what, man, coming to think of it, guys, I kind of actually like this year's, guys. I really do like, just because of how they just outlined the NAPA logo with that. That just looks so freaking cool. But just, I don't know. And I think also I did notice as well, we do not have the red outline anymore on the NAPA on the 9, which I think it looks a lot better with the white. I don't know why they decided to put red right there. It looks kind of random. And now looking at it now, it just looks kind of weird. But you can see right there, I mean, just As you can see, there is definitely a lot. I don't know. I think it's a good balance, guys. They added a lot more yellow, a lot more white, but they still have some blue parts as well. And this is why I'm on the back, guys. I think the back looks a lot better. Instead of just having a all blue bumper, we have, all three colors, which that's what really makes a NAPA car, guys. And if you guys want some more NAPA diecast reviews, I will be reviewing pretty soon, the next week or two, Alexander Rossi's 2022 NAPA AutoNation car. So if you guys love your NAPA diecast, then you're going to be in for another real treat because, the NAPA cars are pretty iconic in any types of motorsports. But yeah, guys, I would absolutely 110% recommend picking this diecast up. And if you guys want to be some of the people that are going to wait until this car gets released in NASCAR Authentics, you might actually probably save yourself some money, but who knows what the decal quality is going to be like. I mean, we still don't have any idea what Wave 4 is going to be, since it's taken an arm's length for that to come out. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this diecast review of Chase Elliott's 2022 NAPA Auto Parts Chevrolet Camaro Z01 1LE for Henry Motorsports. Comment, like, subscribe, and this has been OBB. And I'll see you guys next time on another diecast review. And my lord, the quality control is just atrocious on this diecast.